This is going to be a Bitcoin update. We're going to go over what already happened as far as our thought process and also identify key levels. So yesterday, price action was down here underneath our trend lines, and we were thinking it would come down here to our value area low zone, possibly come up, maybe get rejected, come down to our point of control, and then come up. This is what our plan A was. Plan B was, just go up from here, which that did not happen. Next day, which was today, price was here, and we're thinking, okay, well, we could come down, and that's why it's in blue for this. We could come down, and then maybe bounce here. This we're going to go over, this very key level. This is very important. Or potentially come up, maybe get a retrace and a bounce off of the trend lines, and then potentially come up. So we did, for plan A yesterday, we did come down before going up. Today, plan A, we're thinking go up and then maybe continue up. And sure enough, we went up from here. Again, we don't know what's going to happen, but we have a pretty good idea of what might happen. And that's why I'm doing a plan A, plan B. So these are our value area high zone, our point of control. And I'm going to show you how to do this. So let me go ahead and clear the chart, and then we're going to start and basically do a new thought process. So in order to get your zones for your value area highs, your point of controls, value area lows, we need two of the fixed range volume profiles. So here's my fixed range volume profile. You can identify it. You can find it over here. And here's where it's at. I have a little star, that way it's on my floating toolbar. But the first one we're going to do is the start of this range that led into this larger range. So I'm going to go from, I'll just say here, all the way over. So it creates one level. And then I'm also going to do from the highest point, which now created this range. So we're going to go from here all the way over, and it produces a really nice zone where it gives us two lines for our value area highs and also our value area lows, in addition to the point of control. Now, what I like doing is I like creating a box. I like getting this really nice and big. That way it's a little bit more precise. So now I just go to my little box, and then I color code these as well. Try to get it as accurate as possible without spending too much time. So here I do my outlining green. I'll do that for this one and this one in just a moment. So now that I've completed that, I also want to identify a trend line. Where can we see a potential bounce and potential, reversal? So I'm going to go ahead and hide these because I don't like my charts messy. So I'm going to hide that one. So I'm going to click on this, come over here and hide this one. One thing I do want to identify is a possible trend. Right now, of course, we do have this. Let me just bring it down here. We have our high, lower high. We had a lower high, but now we broke it. So this is strong. This is showing us that potentially we're breaking the trend. Whenever we break a level, this is what I refer to as level 1. And then if we break another high, that's level 2. So the more levels you go, the stronger the trend, because it could always reverse at any time. Make sure the magnet tool is on. And I like doing this on the 1 hour time frame. So this is the trend that we were looking for. We're going to leave this one, we'll put this one in white. And here is our next area. Now I'm also going to do this as well, and I'm going to create a zone. You could consider this a selling pressure zone. You can call this liquidation. You can call it whatever you want. I just call it an area where it might, the price action might have difficulty breaking above. This is an area where if we come up here, there's a good chance that we may get rejected before potentially trying again and breaking out. Now, one thing I like doing as well, I like using the ray tool along with the magnet tool, and I'll just click it on one of the lowest points and then have it snap to another one and just see if this has been getting respected. And we have where we connected here. We have candle body close that closed underneath it. This one kind of went kind of on it. We did get a stop here, so that's good. And then what I also like doing is I like doing not only the wicks, but also the candle bodies themselves. So let me go ahead and delete that one. Make sure I'm using the right ray tool. So let's go to here, and then also here. Let's see. So this one cuts through a whole. So here was a really nice bounce, but then here just kind of danced on it. A really nice bounce here. We had a candle stop, candle stop. So I kind of like this. Let me see if there's another one that I like better. One moment. All right, so I do like this one better. We have our candle body here, and then I went ahead and used this wick right here. You can see that the wick stopped here, the wick stopped here. We have this bounce. This is what really made it for me, was this bounce right here. So I'm actually going to put it right here. So we did have the candle bodies where they bounced here. So this is a strong level. And then of course we can see, you know, where the price came down and it came back up. So I do like this. So this is my zone. I love zones because if the price comes in here, we still have a second chance for it to bounce in this zone before potentially going up. Now I'm going to color code this one as well. This one I'm using the poly line. So I'm just going to make sure it snaps in place. Come over here. And that way I can just do my line and bring it all the way down here. Take off the magnet tool. And that way this can just show me that this is an area of potential bounce. So let's go and put this in white. And now I'm going to switch to the 4-hour time frame so that I could get potentially where it might reverse to, just due to the fact that it's been going up. Like for me, I already know it's this level. We went up, we came down, we came up, but it may be a little hard for other people to identify that this is the level that we really want to use. So if we go to a higher time frame, we can see that this is the lowest point of this extension leg. So let's go ahead and draw the fib retracement tool using the magnet tool as well. So we're going to go from the absolute lowest point to the absolute highest point to give us an area of potential reversal. And I'm going to go back to the 1-hour time frame just so we can kind of zoom in and look at what we might have. So right now, price is way up here. For the average, I would like to see the price pull back to the 0.382, which is roughly 118,659 according to Binance. All these exchanges, they're going to be different. So only use and chart the exchange you use to trade on. So I do like this idea to where the price action from here might break the value area high to come down to this trend line or zone and also the 382 level before potentially coming up to the value area high, doing a lower high, which is fine. A lot of people freak out about this. Maybe even down here, and then now start working its way up again to this potential reversal area. And once we get here, now we're looking for a pullback to hopefully continue up. We want to see these pullbacks. This is really important. Now, if it breaks this zone, here we have our point of control. This may be a nice area for a bounce. It is right dab smack in the middle of our golden pocket between the 0.5 and the 618. And our value area high is right underneath our 786 level. So this is what I'm thinking. If we break this level, potential coming down to our point of control zone. And this would give us another shot and potentially get rejected here in this zone, coming back down to the 0.5, and then now starting to come up again. And again, this would be right where the value area high zone is at as well. Now, if we break the 0.618, I always call this the danger zone. And the reason for that is because, we could lose all of this momentum. This 4-hour time frame is extremely important. This 4-hour candle where we had the candle close. This is the level that I am watching, 116. We can just call it 116,400. If we do break this level, all these levels I'm showing you, they are very important. If we break this level, I really want to see a bounce before we break this trend line from the very first cycle to the second cycle. I want to see a bounce. If we don't get a bounce, and we talk about this on the live streams all the time, there's a really high chance that we might go down to this next zone, right around 101 to potentially 95. So we may travel in here before, hopefully going up, but we're not really worried about this until we start breaking these levels up here. And this is why it's really important, in my opinion, to trade level by level, because there's no need to worry about this if we're bouncing here and we're going up. So right now, anytime we're in between this trend line and this trend line, we're bullish. If we break the 4-hour time frame, now we start looking at it to where it's like, okay, well, the price might come down, and if it does, hopefully it bounces here. And if so, then that's fine, because we're still bullish. And then hopefully we start making higher highs. At the moment, we are making higher highs, so this is very, very nice. We want to make a higher low, so that would be right here, and that also corresponds with our 4-hour time frame. So everything that I'm showing you, it has to do with market structure, the strength of the move. All these are the tips and tricks that I show every single day on my live streams. If you're not watching, I strongly recommend you do so. Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 4. We do bonus streams as well. And now you may think, okay, well, which way do I think it's going to go? In my opinion, because we're really nice and really close to all-time high, I do think that we have a really high chance of this one playing out. So let me go ahead and just put this as far as my thought process, and we'll change the color to white. And then, of course, for my plan B, it's still going up. This is my plan B. For the downside, we would need to start making not only lower highs, but also lower lows. But the main one that I'm looking at is this level. So if we do something like this, where we don't go back into the zone, but yet we start doing this number, then time to short. In my opinion, not financial advice. But when we short, we're expecting hopefully a bounce here. And again, the market makers, they just want to, trick us. They want to trick us. So be very careful and have a stop loss. Definitely have a stop loss. Use risk management. That's extremely important. I talk about risk management a whole bunch on the live streams. In addition to that, I'm always talking about that in the group. If you're not in the group, I strongly recommend you join the group. Question, do you need to join the group to learn how to trade? No, I don't do that. I show you how to trade here on these videos. I also show you on the live streams. Will you learn faster? Of course, it goes without saying. But the main thing is, if you want the month-to-month, we have that. We also have the annual membership where you get a free month, so you save a lot of money. We also have the lifetime membership as well. Now, if you do this, you have access to me almost 24/7. If you have coins that you're looking at and you're not quite sure about, not only myself, but the other very talented admins and also members can help you out. We have a really great community, and everybody's helping out everybody. I do thank you guys very much. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If you're curious on what we do, I have a welcome video, no sales pressure. This is something I offer. I don't sell this. This is what I offer. If you want it, great. If you don't, it's okay. Learn for free here. I talk about levels. I talk about trend lines. I talk about thought process. And the most important thing, I talk about risk management. Yeah, risk management. Some people are just, starting to get a hang of risk management. That's no joke. You can lose all your money. And then when the market gets great, well, you've already lost all your money. But I'm here to help you guys. Again, none of this is financial advice. Make sure to tune in every single day. And just know, nobody knows what's going to happen. Price could go up from here and go all-time high again. Make sure to use your other, indicators as well. Here we have our moving averages. Right now, the price is currently breaking underneath our 9 SMA. We have our 30 that's curving up, breaking above the 200, but that's because the price already moved. Pretty much I can tell you what the moving averages are doing just by looking at the price. And we also have our VWAP. Currently, the price action is underneath the VWAP. This is just a strength indicator. When it's above it, it's strong. When it's below it, it's weak. Again, I love looking at different tools, but the majority of it, I just look from the price action. I do thank you guys very much. We'll see you on the next video. Until then, as always, let's make this money. Don't feel like you have to be in a trade. If you're seeing all these coins go up, don't worry. You're going to get your chance. The prices are going to retrace. Join me every single day. We'll show you how to dollar cost average. We'll show you how to enter these trades. And thank you so much. See you on the next one. Take care.